And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Ready.
On first down, Aldridge. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get it within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. They'll keep it on the ground. Aldridge. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Jamal Agnew. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Up the middle they go. Aldridge. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 7-7, our score after one.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Aldridge. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. They'll try the left side. Aldridge. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They run the counter. Aldridge. And some room to roam now. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check, Wildcat, go!
On 3rd down, Aldridge. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Down. Aldridge, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
2nd and 13. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a 1st down carry. And now a fumble. The ball's out. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A give to Williams, running right, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 95 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And some room to work. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 45. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 55 yards. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
And his kick is good. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, smash Bronco! Go!
Now a give, right side. Aldridge. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Aldridge. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 15. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football. Yeah,
and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
198 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Right back to him on first down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll roll him out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down. Aldridge, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The pressure from multiple guys as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Tua. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete.
So I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Sanders' kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. In motion, Hill. Williams going to get it again on second down. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On 2nd down, Williams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Aldridge, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Aldridge, and he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.